The KKN has been a huge success since it was first broadcast on April 30, 2022. Synopsis: The KKN is also being hunt by many people who want to know the outline of the story, especially why Ayu and Bima are trapped in the supernatural until now. KKN itself is a true story that went viral in 2019 via the @SimpleMan Twitter tweet. Why did it happen? Here's the synopsis of this true story film. Once upon a time, there were 6 students, namely Nur, Vidya, Ayu, Bima, Anton, and Wahyu, who did KKN in a village in a remote forest. The name of the village is Desa Pener. Initially, the village head, Mr. Prabu, rejected the existence of KKN in his hometown. However, due to the insistency of Ayu's sister, who is an old friend of Mr. Prabu, they were finally allowed to hold a world program in the village for 6 weeks. The entrance to the village is not too far from the main road, which is about 30 minutes, but through very dense forest. Cars cannot enter the dense Desa Penari, and KKN participants are discharged inside using motorbikes. Since the beginning of entering the village, Noor felt bad and always feel heavy on her shoulders. Even when Mr. Prabu first took them around the village, I saw a tall, black hairy figure who was suspected to be a Gundurwo near the singed or village bedroom. Terror after terror began since they entered the village, full of mystery. There are tombs that are all covered with black cloth, and according to Mr. Prabu, this is because the tombs are still new. Whereas at the end of the story, the secret behind the tombs is very surprising and has its own tragic story. Then there is a catch, which according to what people believe is a separator between the village area and the pedestal of forest. Mr. Prabu himself warned that KKN participants should not enter the area, but in the end, one of them broke it. Who do you think broke it? Yes, that's right, it was Bima who violated it first, then Ayu. And what they did in the pedestal of forest area in the end made them both trapped in the unseen nature of the forest until now. The tragic story begins when Bima falls in love with Vidya and wants to make the girl his own. Bima was also visited by a figure of a female jinn named Badarawi in a dream, where he saw Vidya entangled by large snakes. In his dream, Badarawi said that Vidya was target from the start to become a dawu, or we can say dancer in the ancient world. Bima, who had fallen in love with Vidya, couldn't accept this, so Badarawi also offered an agreement with Bima. The jinn with the original figure of the big snakes promised to release Vidya, as long as Bima was willing to fulfill all his wishes, including having sex with him. In a dream, Badarawi gave Bima an arm bracelet to give to Vidya, with the reason that the bracelet could protect his idol, a girl. And when he woke up, it turned out that the bracelet was really on him. Bima was confused by the dream that seemed real. To be able to give the arm bracelet, Bima asked Ayu for help to keep it secretly in Vidya bags. But apparently, Ayu also has a heart for Bima. He was confused about the purpose of the man's request. And it turns out that Badarawi knows Ayu's feeling for Bima. These jinns also came to Ayu and gave her a scarf. With the scarf, Badarawi said he could get Bima completely. It turned out to be true. Ayu managed to subdue Bima and commit indecent acts on a trail in the forbidden forest. Nur, who caught the two of them, couldn't understand why the two friends could do this at their KKN place. Badarawi also came and tried Nur not to interfere in his affairs, but the female jinn couldn't harm Nur because there was a figure guarding her. She is Mbah Dok, who is Nur's ancestor Kodam. And the file guard did not that she was being guarded by supernatural beings who were highly respected by other jinn nations. So guys, to fully enjoy the true story of KKN in Desa Penari, it's better if you watch it directly at cinema. Because I think this true story is pictured so nicely by seasoned filmmaker Awi Suryadi. And from the point of view of where the picture were taken, the quality of the picture, the sound, the acting of the player deserve a thumbs up. No wonder the film, which cost around 15 billion rupees, was successful within 11 days. More people have watched this film live in all cinemas in the country. That's a brief synopsis of KKN Desa Penari, which is a tragic true story where the spirits of Ayu and Bima are still trapped in the unseen realm of the forbidden forest until now.